they changed the words of Tanakh to make it look like it's speaking about Jesus. You wouldn't believe this. They changed our holy Bible that's so perfect, and they changed the words in the Brit Chadashah to make it look like Jesus was supposed to be born to a virgin, and Yeshayahu Hanavi says that.
אז אתה, במשך שנים עוד רגע נדע מתי זה התחיל, אבל זה משהו שלא רואים הרבה, לא פגשתי הרבה אנשים שמתעסקים בין יהדות לנצרות, זה לא משהו כזה, אולי בארץ לא, אבל בעולם זה, אני מניח שזה משהו הרבה יותר מהותי, אנשים שלא קשורים כבר כל כך ליהדות, שהרבה יותר קל לקחת אותם לשם, לכיוון הזה. אז בוא נתחיל, let's start from the beginning, sure. Where everything started.
Sure. No, this is a very serious problem. And where did it start for me? It was understanding that Christians were targeting Jews for conversion in the thousands. There are here in Israel hundreds of organizations that want to convert you and those that you love to Christianity. It's not only going on here in Israel, but around the world. In fact, I was a rabbi in Indonesia for 5 years. Indonesia for 5 years, helping Jews there who became Christians return back to the Jewish faith. So my life is devoted to this work. It's a very serious problem.
But where did it begin? Like, one day you decided, I'm going to do that? Like, there is some history for that.
I was 17 years old on the streets of New York, and I saw someone holding up a sign, learn more about the Jewish Messiah. Come to Jews for Jesus. And I was shocked. I was nishtoimim. Learn about the Jewish Messiah, Jews for Jesus? And I began to argue with them. And I realized it was a very serious problem. I visited Israel for the first time. My uncle lived in the old city. I met a missionary at the Kotel who came over to me. Imagine, you're at the Kotel.
You're 17.
17. You're praying at the Kotel first time in your life. It was so powerful for me. A man taps me on the shoulder. He says, excuse me, do you know the Lord? Ata yodeh et Elokim. Ani bekotel. Ma ani oseh po. So I said, of course I do. He said, you know who Yeshua is? So I said, yes, I went to yeshiva with him. He was in my class. I didn't know what he was talking about. And I realized that this person is trying to make me into a Christian here in the holiest place. And I decided to devote my entire life to helping Jewish people in the church come back to the Jewish faith. And here in Israel, it's a cancer. Very serious problem. You'll ask why? Because there are so many evangelical Christians. V'heim ohavim et Eretz Yisrael. Oh, evangelists, they love Israel, but they want to convert us.
They want to convert us.
Oh my gosh. These are the ones. The Christians who don't like Israel don't want to convert us.
The Catholics...
They're not interested. The Catholics don't want to convert us.
The Protestants...
It depends.
Okay.
So there are liberal Protestants. Hillary Clinton ran for president against Trump. She's a Christian. She doesn't want to convert you. It is the fundamentalist evangelicals, the Christian Zionists. They are completely committed to bringing every Jew in this country to Christianity. We were very close last year. Hot TV had a show for missionaries just to convert Jews b'safa ivrit. B'safa ivrit. And we stopped it, thank God. It's called God TV. It was a very, very grave danger here in Israel. They know that the Jews are here, and they believe, this is unbelievable, they believe that in order for Jesus to make a second coming, the Jews have to first convert to Christianity.
All of the Jews?
The mass of the Jews. It's based on the Christian Bible. And therefore they're They want Jews to come here to Israel. They support Israel. They believe the Jews must be in the Holy Land, which we do. And they believe the Jews have to be converted en masse in order to bring Jesus' second coming. And that's why I brought this with me. This is a training manual how to share the Messiah with the Jew. You won't believe this. This is a Christian Bible, but it's in Habrit Chadasha, in Hebrew, Yiddish, and in Yiddish, Der Brit Chadasha. The whole New Testament in Hebrew and Yiddish.
Yiddish. Someone sat and worked on it in order to get more people to...
A guy named Henry Einspruch translated it all in Yiddish.
It's an old translation.
It was done, let's say, 70 years ago by a Jew who was a Missionaries who converted to Christianity, and he wanted to convert other Jews who are Yiddish speakers to Christianity. And here they put this in old age homes for the elderly. They put it in Holocaust survivors, that they can bring them to know about Yeshua as the Messiah. This is what's going on in this country. I brought this with me. It's a shocker. They have a communications card, how to share the Messiah with the Jew. You see, Messianic, Soul Winners card. Give a look. You won't stuck out. On this side...
Don't say.
Beside Yamin, Al Tadaber. Don't say this. And this side says...
To make it
do
like
say.
a...
Don't say, do say. What don't say and do say? Look at this. Don't say, when you speak to a Jew, don't say Jesus Christ. Doesn't sound so Jewish. Say, Yeshua HaMashiach, Messiah Yeshua.
In order to make you common...
you're not giving up being a Jew when you believe in Yeshua. No, you're becoming... Look what it says here. It says, don't say convert. Jews don't want to convert. Even a Jew is not religious, right? Chiluni, Tel Aviv, but he doesn't want to convert to Christianity. Do say become a Messianic Jew. Don't say become a Christian. Don't say Christian. It doesn't sound Jewish to be a Christian. Say become a Messianic believer. They have in this country Messianic congregations. That's a Bet HaKnesset LiYehudim Meshichim. And they look just like a synagogue with the Sefer Torah in the front. They light Shabbat candles, but they say it's for the Yeshua HaMashiach who brings the light to the world. So it's all Jewish. It's in the center of Jerusalem, it's in Haifa, in Tel Aviv. There are many all over the country dedicated to converting Jews to Christianity. I'll tell you more. There are black missionaries that came here to Israel to convert Ethiopian Jews. There are people who came to this country because they know there are 150,000 Ethiopian Jews here in Israel. And they want to convert them. And they came from the biggest black church in America, people, in order to baptize Jewish people from Ethiopia.
Wow.
Could you imagine such a thing? A Jew in Ethiopia, he could have become a Christian in North Africa. But he said, no, I want to be a Jew. I want to come to Israel. He comes to Israel only to have a chomer, a priest from America, come here to say, I want to convert Jewish people who are black Jews. I'm black, they're black, a shidduch. Could you imagine such a thing? Baruch Hashem, we stopped it right away. This is a very zebaya gadol bo po ba'aretz.
So where do you come in? Like, I saw a few videos of you.
Yes.
And you know this thing. I don't know if you read it in Yiddish, but in English, you know, like every chapter, you know exactly what to say and where. What's the process of it?
You study it. You study it. What does a doctor do? You go to medical school.
You study it in university?
Yeah, I mean, you study in university, but that's how you really study. What the church did is they changed Tanakh. They altered it. Machlifet hadvarim. They changed the words of Tanakh to make it look like it's speaking about Jesus. You wouldn't believe this. They changed our Holy Bible, that's so perfect, and they change the words in the Brit Chadashah to make it look like Jesus was supposed to be born to a virgin, and Yeshayahu Hanavi says that. So the church changes. So I have videos, probably a few thousand videos on YouTube. It's a very large channel, and I go through every single verse. It's a live show, and I demonstrate. Of course, I know the Christian Bible.
You must know it if you want to fight it.
I'll tell you a funny story. I was speaking in Brooklyn, large audience. I was speaking to a big audience, and after the lecture, people came over to me. One of those people was my rabbi, my Rabbi, when I was in 5th grade, when I was 10 years old. And he was shocked after hearing me speak. He was my Rabbi when I was 10 years old in 5th grade in his class. And he said to me, Tovia, if you would have known your Chumash like you know the New Testament, you would have been terrific. So yeah, of course you have to, a doctor has to study disease, not healthy people. In order to help people, you have to see what the disease is in order to bring them out. And this Christian Bible is a disease, and it is designed to convert the Jewish people to Christianity, and I'm stopping it.
Wow. So, like, let's say you have some videos that you have arguments with people on the street, but debates
That's right.
do make a difference.
Yes.
Do make a difference.
Yeah, the people love debates.
People love debates.
They do,
but
so people will listen to me. People do. So I do live debates, and there'll be more coming this year.
Also with priests and...
Oh, sure. Oh,
okay,
sure.
so tell me about it a little.
Oh, yeah. So there are two ways I might debate. Usually, it's a formal debate. So in Houston Baptist University, big university in the United States, I debated one of the leading Christian, it's called an apologist, scholars in the world, and we're on stage. He speaks, and he explains why Jesus, Yeshua, is the Mashiach. And then I speak, and I show why all of it is sheker v'chozov, is false, and the church changed the Jewish Bible to make it look like it's talking about Jesus. That's my job. And people love that, because people, the truth is, they want to hear both sides, and they want to hear the clash. And then he speaks again. I speak again. Look, I'm not trying to promote anything. If you want, watch it on YouTube. There are plenty of videos like that. So that's a formal debate, because I have to expose them. I have to show to every Jew, there are Jews who are in so much trouble, and many don't know Tanakh. It's unfortunate. Forget about they don't know the Christian Bible. But there are many Jews who are not learning Isaiah, Yeshayahu, Yirmiyahu, and so on. And therefore I have to show them in front of a Christian why this is all false. The other thing that happens to me is that I'm just walking on the street. It's not planned. It just happened here in Jerusalem a few weeks ago. I was walking on Ben Yehuda, and a Christian was there telling everyone why they have to believe in Jesus. I took out my cell phone. Because of Corona, because of the whole country is shut down, there's not that many missionaries on the streets. You don't see it now. I took out my cell phone, turned it on video, and I went over to him. I said, please, tell me, why should I believe in Jesus? Please tell me. He was shocked. He said, you weren't listening? I said, no. So he started telling me that he should believe in Jesus. He started screaming. And then I showed him in Tanakh every verse, every pasuk, and then all the verses he was quoting from was from the Christian Bible, not from the Jewish Bible. It really was very, very special.
Yeah, but I'm trying to understand, like, in our world, like, you have like Haredi, you have Orthodox, you have like many verses of Jews.
Yes.
So, like, a Haredi guy, I don't see him like, why should I go to that religion? I'm good.
Right.
So we're talking about like more people are like on the border. They don't really know like so much Tanakh. So why would they go to do something like that? Why would I go to be like whatever Yehudi Mashiachim? Why should I? I'm good.
So I'll tell you something that you already know. Jewish people leave their community, their faith, their beliefs, not so much because of a verse in Tanakh, not because they have some existential question that can't be answered by anybody. They're brokenhearted. They feel disappointed in their own community. They feel hurt. Shurei Lev, they're broken-hearted people. They're hurting a lot. And that's why in the Haredi world, which is a place where there's so much Torah, but there are some people who are broken, who are hurting, who are depressed, who feel hurt by their rabbi, who feel hurt by their husband, who feel hurt by their friends, and they're shattered inside. And the missionaries are just waiting for them. Like a lion waits for a gazelle. They're waiting for the weakest one, like a Molech waited in the back for the weakest Jew. So it is a mistake to believe that people sit and a Haredi looks at the Bible and then he looks at the Christian Bible and says, no, Christianity makes more sense. That is not the reason why Jews leave their faith, chas v'chalila. The reason why Jewish people abandon their faith is because they feel abandoned by their community and they feel abandoned by God. And the Christian is willing to say, don't have to worry, Jesus loves you. You understand? So that's really, the truth is, it's broken-hearted people that get involved in this. I'll tell you one thing. You asked me about debates. I came to Israel in 2018. I was living in Indonesia. I was guiding a tour here in Israel. And I did a debate with a Christian missionary at the King Solomon Hotel. There probably were 1,000 people in the audience. You can watch it on YouTube. After the debate, people came over to me with their friends saying, she believes in Yeshua, help her. With their friends, man would pay us, speaks Yiddish. We were speaking Yiddish, believes in Yeshua. There are so many people who are in a lot of trouble, but they all have a broken heart, and the Christian missionaries are willing to bring them in.
And you say they do a pretty good job compared to what we think.
They do a lot of damage.
Damage.
You know that. You know that there are communities. It's not just Haredim. Of course, the majority of people they get in are Chilunim, are Jews who don't know about their religion, who don't know about Tanakh, who are not knowledgeable, who did not go to yeshiva, for sure. Mm-hmm. But they do get people who are religious because they're leaving their religion, and unfortunately the missionaries were there at the wrong time, at the wrong place, and we need to bring them back. It's a serious problem.
Wow.
We had a problem here in Israel, so crazy. A rabbi here in Israel who was doing Brit Milot, he was a sofer here in Israel. He had a Bezdin here in Israel, in French Hill. Yeah.
That's the
Michael Harav Hagaon Michael Elkon. He was a missionary. Could you imagine that? We have in this country, to this day, people claiming they're rabbis with a beard, with peyot, and they're fake. This Michael Elkon is not only not a rabbi, he's not only not a sofer, he's not only doesn't do milah, he's not a male, he's not even Jewish. And he says he's a Kohen on top of it. You imagine that? So there's a problem that they're inside the community, and my work is exposing them and making sure the people understand the dangers that there are missionaries. They come as rabbis. We have the same thing in America. We have in Phoenix, in Chicago, in New York, all over the country, people who are Christians, and they look, you would see them, you'd think they're a Haredi from Meir Sharm.
Wow.
Wow, I was right. It's crazy.
So America is like always like 50 years like ahead.
Yes.
Of
That's true. That's true.
Wow. I got to do Alechaim for that, for your job.
That's right. I need it.
So good luck. Wow, it's like blowing mind blowing. Like it's You know, I never met it like one-on-one.
Yes. Oh, Baruch Hashem.
So good luck. You fly
Thank
all
you.
around to talk about it.
Yes, I do.
And save more Jews.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to bring Mashiach. That's the point. The point
The
is...
real Mashiach.
That's we say Havdalah, that we want to bring a Yeshua, a true, not a fake Yeshua, but a real Yeshua, a real salvation, comes from Sefer Yeshayahu, and that's what we're going to do. In Bezrat Hashem, it's going to bring Jews out of the church, it's going to bring the true Mashiach, B'meir B'yameinu.
Amen. L'chaim, Rabbi.
אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא ואת נעשה בחפצו